Hi there, and welcome to my message today on building new chapters after COVID 19. How I was able to do it, and I would like to share some golden nuggets with you, and I bet you have already exceeded some of these as the extraordinary person you are. But I thought I would like to take this opportunity to share with you my Pacific roadmap. You see, this is probably one of those first time I'm making a public declaration that I was a happily married woman to the late and beloved Joseph Gould Jr. For 45 years, we loved, cared, celebrated, valued, appreciated, respected each other with dignity. And at the age of 68, Joseph is no longer in our earthly world after battling 16 years of a cancer called stage 2 multiple myeloma. And even though this is not a sad moment, when I say he's in a much better place, no more suffering, no more pain, he has walked into our golden gates of heaven. And so, Mr. Joseph Gould Jr., who blessed my life as a privilege to be his bride for 45 years, trust me when I say I'm in a good place. And so I thank you for letting me share this message tonight. So this message have a lot to do with strength and courage. And what helped me to get anchored and grounded the way I am today, there was two scriptures that really helped me. One of my favorite is Philippians chapter 4, 13. I can do all things, all things through Christ, which strengthens me. But the one that both Joe and I truly uh, cherish and read consistently during some of his health challenges, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 17, which states, "But the Lord stood at my side and gave me strength so that through me the message be fully proclaimed, and all the Gentiles might hear it. And I was delivered from the lion's mouth." 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 17. You know, every time I read that, what comes up for me, and I'll probably share this again in my lessons learned. Always be grateful, always be humble and kind. The breakthroughs that I've had in this short time of being able to move on in my new chapter and chapters, the breakthroughs has been phenomenal, and I hope in my message you get to hear some of them, and I will reinforce them. Always be joyful. Never stop praying. And that was the thing that has helped me daily. With that being said, I've already shared with you this amazing man that I had the privilege to celebrate 45 wonderful years with. He just left too early at age 68, but God has a bigger purpose for him. The way that Joseph shared he brought such purpose and joy into my life, and so many people that he influenced in his walk of life. So God just have a bigger purpose now. Today, I believe I have what it takes to move on. Today, I have and believe in Deborah Ann Washington Gould. That's who I am. This is a new chapters in my life. I am so ready, renewing, reengineering, refocusing, reimagining, reemerging, refueling, reuniting, I feel like I got what it takes. And through that strength and courage, Deborah Ann Washington, Gould and Deborah Gould and Associate Inc., we're going to do our thing by every means necessary. If it means going through it, over it, around it, under it, I got this because God got me and He has you too. Today, I am feeling, believing, focusing, and thinking like a liberated woman. I stand on the backbones of my ancestors, my family, and my strength and my belief in our Creator. I stand with courage and strength. Deborah Gould and Associate will be revamping our business model in professional services in training, facilitating, management consulting, keynoting, and executive and life coaching. I'm already forward moving, playing it forward because that's what I have to do, I want to do, I need to do. And as I smile and look up to heaven, that's precisely what Joseph expects this extraordinary woman to do. So I hope this is working for you, this message today. So, in the last 120 days, April 2020 to August 2022, I proudly completed 58 action items. Hooray! That was a good win for me. That was a victory. Deborah Gould and Associate Inc. has identified and reunited a call to action. Just to name a few of the things that I've accomplished, and I know you are getting a lot of things done where you stand in your own greatness. But for me, I created a new website called Persistent Lane, all one word, so please visit that, www.persistentlane.com. And then I've also updated my company website that this is probably my sixth or seventh time in my course of my business since 1996 that I've had to revamp my website. But I'm so excited because this time I've added my blogs and I've added podcasts to it, and also articles on leadership and diversity and inclusion. So there will be a series. I developed a communication plan that's going to help me stay focused on my articles, my blogs, and my podcasts and my newsletters. So yippies, I'm really excited about that. And so this communication plan, I've already dealt with at least two leadership articles that's on my website now at www.gouldassociates.com. That's www.gouldassociates.com. And so I'm looking forward to the podcast. I haven't launched it yet, but it's underway right now. And also, so lastly, my highest priority, which I really had to come in on this one, my health. Because during Joe health challenges, I was surviving probably off of 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Now I have worked back in my 8 hours sleep. I need my rest. And so out of that have come at 5 a.m. when I'm up, my 20 minutes meditation, as well as taking the time not only to read my scriptures for 45 minutes, I've now expanded close to a 60 or 75 minutes in the morning where I'm doing my reading, my studying, and praying for all of my families, my siblings, because both of my parents are deceased. I'm praying for my son, my grandkids, my neighbors, my friends, my business colleagues, my church members, and anybody that comes into my heart and mind. I want to pray because right now our world needs a healing with this pandemic. And so I'm also eating clean. That's one of my most improved areas for Deborah Washington Gould. So I'm really excited about that. And also the fact that I've started in one of my 58 action items, my marketing campaign where I've sold approximately 1,000 of the new book that Joe and Deborah Gould created. That was one of our last collaborative projects in 2020. That was his bucket list request that we take care of doing the book. He said, baby, even if I'm in the hospital, if I'm having a bad day, and I tell you some of his darkest days, he said, I don't care if it's a word or one sentence or a paragraph. Help challenge and push me to do something creative because I know when you put your Deborah Ann, your magic touch on it, it's going to be a masterpiece. So let's finish this project. I have this title, I have certain ideas around what I want to talk about, our faith walk, entrepreneurship, the power of prayer, relationships, and my mentoring, the work that I'm doing in the business community and to be a community activist. I want all of these ideas shared in the book. I'm happy to say, in the love and spirit of Joseph Gould, we have already, in less than 120 days, sold 1,000 books. And guess what? I haven't even started talking to Amazon yet. And I'm really a survivor and thriving every day in my marketing plan to make sure whatever brilliant idea I come up with, I'm working it. So, just wanted this little opportunity to share. I hope that the privilege of this message will benefit you. And remember, I want to repeat some lessons learned from me on this particular topic of building new chapters after COVID for yourself and what I'm doing in my life as it relates to reimagining and reemerging. So, again, what works for me, always be joyful. Look for those breakthroughs. Always be humble and always be grateful. I am Deborah Gould. Thank you for the privilege of sharing this message. And remember, please visit my websites at www.gouldassociates.com and www.persistencelane.com. You can also call me 504-244-6576. Make yourself a wonderful day on purpose. I am Deborah Washington Gould.